now, Fari. We might have to pick up the
Yeah.
slack here for the next 13 minutes
Let
if we
me
don't get Fari.
see
So
what's going on with Fari Hamzei.
wait, somebody there, Fari?
How
Wait.
you guys
Oh,
sent me a different channel again?
we were trying the other channel. You weren't picking up the phone,
Come on,
Fari. What's up?
Fari.
It didn't ring. It didn't ring.
It didn't ring. You
Well,
had the
listen,
ringer
Well,
off.
it rang for us.
You must have
I
had the ringer off.
Murray. What's
Murray.
going on,
Fari.
boys and girls?
Well, Joel's on vacation this week, so you're stuck with me and Brianna here. But how's it going, Fari? Did you get any piece of this Celgene RCPT? Did you see that in the headlines? This big biotech merger?
No, yes. Well, they were talking about it, but no, we didn't. We don't jump into these kind of stuff. We're sitting here with a bunch of Twitter for God's sake. Let's see what happens with that.
Yeah. So
So,
okay. Well, let's jump into the Twitter. What did you think, first of all, of that headline yesterday? And then, secondly, here, did you sell any stock in that pop?
we didn't have time. I
It
mean,
was fast.
we saw the run up as it was happening. We were searching why, and the fact that because of all of that, it shut down straight down. So no, it wasn't. So, but
All right, we're
for a moment, some of the, I think one of the tranches winning the money, and then the 1 minute later, or I don't know, 5 minutes later, was straight down. If you look at it in the chart, it was the railroad, so something really, really well was off.
all right. We're a little bit of your connection here is not as good. Can we call you back on the other line? Maybe we'll get a cleaner connection. Are you
Yeah,
going to
so
answer?
try it
You're going
again.
to
Try
answer
it
the other
again.
line? Okay.
Yeah. For a small people do anything.
Okay, we're going to
All
call you
right.
right back here, Fari, on the other line because this
Thanks.
connection here isn't that great.
Always.
Okay.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, guys. We will get Fari up and running just as soon as possible. Calling him right now.
As long as he answers his phone.
Yeah, from the Zinger phone. Zinger Nation calling.
Cheyenne Mountain.
There we go.
There he is. Now he sounds crisp.
There we go. Does it sound better now?
Much
Oh,
better.
you sound so good there, Fari.
Hi, Brianna.
Excellent.
How are you?
I am doing great. How are you today, Fari?
I'm pretty good, thanks.
Good.
So
Twitter.
give us this rundown on Twitter here. We had the big pop and
Okay.
obviously the drop after that headline had nothing to it, the fake headline there. What are your thoughts here now, day after the big fake headline? We had the big pop. I mean, if you're looking at technicals, that's still, on the chart. Those levels up to 38.82 were hit there yesterday is still on the charts. Does that have any influence
Correct.
on the stock though? Because, it's just a spike and was only up there for a few seconds.
Yeah, it just distorts the, say, moving average on the short term. In the long run, no. We had some Twitter spreads that from back, I think, maybe one expiration back, maybe two. The moment all this stuff started, about the fellow that I think is Casa, I forget his name, the fellow who wrote, the board member who wrote that article. We argued a couple of Wednesdays with Joel and you, and so. I said, if we want to sit there, we can't sit there with the spreads. It just doesn't, it's not any, the risk reward is off. If it's going to be a takeover, I don't want to have a spread. I want just a straight, outright call. Secondly, I wanted the expiration out there, so I'm protected for a while. Third, I wanted a little bit out of the money, so it creates a gamma play. Okay, so I looked at that and I said, "Well, this is wrong. I don't doing it straights." So we dumped the straights and bought it outright for 3 months, and the other leg, I think we had two positions. We dumped that one the following week and bought another 3 months, covering up to December. Okay, so now the call spread is converted into two straight calls. One a little bit more expensive than that because you have theta, you have more theta recovery. Going all the way to December, the other one to September. I think we did this somewhere in June we did this. So now you sit back and pay a little for it because it's all the money. It's highly dated, it goes 6 months forward. So theta decay daily is very little. And you sit back. If there is a takeover, in the price range that we think it may be. You were traded before, and you seem like you're ready. And it's a straight call. So once it comes into the money, the delta changes, and then here we go. Let's go, boys and girls, and it's party time.
Fari, what if there isn't a takeover? What if it doesn't get taken over? Can Twitter be okay on its own? I mean, we know it's used by a lot of people, but they still haven't figured out the way to monetize it. Is this company going to be okay as a solo company?
Yeah, my comments are going to be very biased. I apologize for that.
Okay.
Because I'm part of their development network. We're a developer. We created what's called our HFT desktop, which is an environment that it's like a HUD. It's on an aircraft. You don't need to look down below into a cockpit. All your data is projected on a screen. That screen is in front of you. You're seeing the airspace that you're finding. Inside of that, one component is the Twitter. What's happening with the Twitter, and in a multi-channel way, because you have both public data coming in and private. So your own generated that goes into Twitter. Well, we have a lot of issues with these guys. Documentation is an issue. Getting back to you. If you didn't know somebody inside, nothing could get done. And then all of that culminated in 1.1, which was a very poor API version 1.1. It was right before they were fighting for IPO. And our experience with them since then has not been good. I mean, that was a revolutionary idea, great idea, but I still see them playing with it. You could see things are changing in terms of how the screens are behaving. And also, I think they slightly became a different company after they bought TweetTech. Remember, they have operated with almost no competition. Almost no competition in terms of I mean, what it is just a big messaging.
Yeah.
I mean, Twitter is a big messaging system. Inside of it is another internet. That's all basically it is. It's the internet inside the internet.
I mean, that's the biggest fear.
And you see how the changes they're making, sometimes they're not thinking about it, and they immediately is taken out. I don't know if you noticed or not. They add a little feature, color changes, or some addition on the column comes and goes. What does it tell you? The design is not constant. It's constantly changing. And also at the design level. I think most of the issues are on there, the design side. But it's run by kids. They really need a couple of white hair guys from software engineering at the helm and maybe change some priorities, that sort of thing. And the problem with these companies is, the users is huge. Look at how many users they have. The changes are big in terms of implications, even though they're maybe minor. And if you don't have the necessary managerial experience, a lot of things becomes hit and run. But you saw this all in Facebook, remember? They would change policy and procedures constantly. So,
speaking of Facebook there, Fari, it did make a new all-time high there yesterday. Got up to $90.80. Pulled back out those highs, settled below 90. It's back up above 90 here in pre-market trade. What are your thoughts on Facebook here as it made a new all-time high yesterday?
Well, we expect it to go there slowly. Our OTF chart has been talking about it. I think maybe 2, 3, 4 issues passed in our interviews. This came up. When you get this close, I really try to focus on. I'm not trying to avert the question. I'm trying to tell you what I do. This close to their earnings, I'm just interested in earning, rather than having a position ahead of it. Usually, something like Apple or maybe Google will be in a day or two early, but not closer. For Facebook, we've been talking about it. We've even said it'll probably go there very steady. There won't be a spike, and there won't be a comeback. It's a steady growth. And my thinking there was that's kind of stuff Zuck would like. The steady go up to a certain, he would take the hardship. As things come, it goes to the next level, but he's not interested in back and forth stuff. He's like my friend Murray. He knows how to do this stuff correctly. And we've been seeing that. We've been seeing that coming back up. I'm not a big Facebook user. I know we have a Facebook account, and my niece usually handles that for me, but I have no clue when I go there. I don't know when was the last time I was Facebook. The thing I like about Facebook, and I don't like about Twitter, is that you're verified in Facebook. You're not verified on Twitter. anybody can hide behind any alias and say anything they want and not really mean it. Just creating havoc. So.
Right.
Yeah.
July 29th will be Facebook's earnings date there. We're going to get Google here coming up tomorrow. What are your thoughts on the Google earnings? Google earnings are
one
coming
word
up
only.
here.
One word only, my friend. One word is the magic word. You ready to write it down? Now,
Yeah, I'm ready.
Brianna is good at that because of prior communications with that. Are you good at that, Dennis? Come on. One word, one keyword. I'll give you a hint. As a matter of fact, if you get it right, I'll send you the trade. How's that? Live.
Is the
Come
word
on.
sell? I'm guessing.
No, you know, whoa. We said about every key. Remember, I have a couple of guys, one from Harvard, one from Stanford Law. But my mom always said you should go to law school. I said, yeah. Watch the construct of my question, Dennis. The trick is the question.
Brianna, do you?
Well, maybe your question was to me. I'm sorry,
is?
your question was to me. You said every earnings. You said.
Well, every
Would
earnings
every earning
report
would
here-
say sell? Would we say sell every earning?
Well, in the last 3 or 4 quarters, if you were selling Google earnings pops, if you were really quick, because sometimes it gets this little drop and then it actually does pop off earnings. So it seems like Google, I know Joel always says this company seems to get a buy. Seems like they report earnings and the stock will pull back. They'll miss, stock will pull back a little bit, but then buyers just come in on the stock anyways here.
Yeah.
But I don't know which word you're talking about there, Fari. So
Okay. It starts with L.
Starts with
L as Larry. L as Larry. I mean,
I'm
hint.
pretty stumped here.
Now, Brianna knows
too.
right now. I can see the smile on her face.
I'm feeling kind of stumped here, Fari.
Anybody in the chat?
Oh, come
know which
on.
word,
It's
Fari?
what you got in your coffee? Maybe it's the coffee today, no?
You know what? That's what it is. I had tea this morning. I didn't have coffee, so I'm not on my
There
game.
you go.
What is it,
Good
Fari?
sailor. All right, lotto. The keyword is lotto.
Oh, yeah, he likes his
Hello,
lotto
lotto. It's a lotto
trades.
trade.
We should
You know what,
that.
Brianna? I'm mistaking you. I'm sorry, Brianna. I'm mistaking you for a gal who was in charge of Yahoo Finance media operation. You know, of course, Twitter stuff and all that.
Lotto
Forget her name.
trade.
Okay. Lotto. And she always would ask me, Fari, can I have one of your lotto trades? I would say, this is risky. And she hardly trade. I said, this is risky. This is not for, you take 20 trades, okay? 1.5 of one is a lotto trade, okay? Why? First of all, kiss the money goodbye. That money is a high risk, high return. So chances are it's not going to hit.
What
Most
lotto
likely you're going to lose the
strikes?
money.
What strikes are you going
Pardon
to
me?
play? What strike? What
I'm going
strike
to pay. I'll play 2 on something on Google. It depends how much day I have. Okay, but if I come in and kill it on an ES and then Q, then I take a little bit of the house money and say, okay, you know what, burn baby, burn, because I don't care which way it goes. I'll take a call at a call spread, okay, and a put spread. 2 sigma. I don't look at strikes. I look at sigma levels. I like 2 strikes out. Okay, that means 95% of the time I'm lost. I got 5% chance. But you know what those babies 5% are?
Well, yeah.
It's a Saturn 5, my friend. Yes. And no, wait a second. One thing is going to die because remember, call spread, put spread, and they're too far out on each side. So I'll take both. Again, depending what kind of a day I have, because I'm looking at size and delta. Okay. So I'm looking at what kind of dollars I'm going to put in. That gives me what size, depending on, how risky it is, what kind of ball we're in. Google is not going to be easy. So now, one leg is going to die. We know that. We don't know which one. And it doesn't matter what the news is right there. It's next day, as you know. For example, look at Netflix. That's only because we're doing only one side. We would, with Sigma channels, if you do this a little bit of time, a little bit looking at the volumes, if you're not rushing into it 5 minutes to go, which that's what we call things off early, like regular trade for Google, we want to be on by 1 o'clock, Chicago time, tomorrow, okay? Lotto, it never works until like 5-10 minutes to go. Lotto never lines up because you want all this other stuff go away and you take those spikes at the 2 sides of a bell curve, all right? You sit back. And as Brianna says, go for your tea, relax. One leg is going to hit. Next day, we need to repair the other side, depending on what kind of a hit was. Okay, I would take one. It would take 1 to 2 weeks up to a full expiration to get it back. Last year we tried to do one of these with Twitter, as you guys remember, we sent you some of these trades live. It took 2 expirations to resolve it. So 2 months back to resolve it, and then it took off. So it doesn't work all the time, and usually when it's gone, I think more important than Google, tomorrow is probably coming up, the challenging ones this season, I believe. It's not Google or Apple. It's Amazon and Netflix.
We've been on the line with
And
Fari Hamzei. He's the founder of Hamzei Analytics. Fari, I'm so sorry. It seems like the time always goes by so quickly, but we got to let you go so we can keep moving on with the show. As always, we really appreciate your insight, and we'll be excited to have you on again next Wednesday.
Will do. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you, Fari.